You want to stop smoking? Or you did many times but unsuccessfully? Or you want to stop smoking and need help? Does it sound familiar? Anyways, you're not alone and you're at the right place, because in this video I'm going to talk about how to stop smoking with hypnosis. Stay till the end because I have a tool to share with you. But before, I want to present myself. My name is Chantal Bonne. I am an hypnotherapist and I do videos where I demystify what hypnosis is and how hypnosis can help you in your challenges. So do subscribe in my different channels. I have a YouTube channel and I post videos also on Facebook. And do not hesitate to subscribe so you're going to be notified when I post those videos. And if you have questions, do not hesitate to write it down or find a link down below and send me an email. I'll be more than happy to respond and fast. And I want to congratulate you, because only to look at that video, it's because you want to start your venture in quitting. So that's a good idea. So yes, hypnosis can help you, but first we have to understand certain things before. What is an addiction? And you have to understand yourself, and later I'm going to talk how hypnosis can help you. So what is addiction? There's different aspects that we have to take into account, and you have to be good to yourself, because the first thing we have to remember, nicotine is a chemical that is, it's in your system. So when you stop smoking, it does certain things in your body that you have to take into account. Don't forget you're human, and it's normal to have certain reactions because it has to get out from your body. And this you have to have in mind. And second thing, I would put it more psychologically, because it's like a trophy. Certain moments, because before I used to smoke, and I remember I couldn't wait to take, for example, the cigarette after dinner and with my coffee, or go out with friends and have a drink. And you see what I'm getting at? It's kind of like that trophy thing, and the brain recorded it and remembered that, and it's going to ask you for more of those. And there's also the habit part, because, for example, before I was working on my computer and then took a cigarette, light it up, put it back on the ashtray and continue, and to find out that, oh my God, the cigarette was gone, meaning like I didn't have probably one puff out of it and it was already gone. So that was a habit that, for doing it for so many years or for so many times, it's kind of a habit that you do, but it's not that you don't need it. It's like the brain or the way you're working, it's asking you more and more. So the second part where I was telling you that you need to understand yourself, to know yourself more, it's because all of these aspects I just talked about, you need to know what it does to you. What are those triggers? What are your motivations? What are your habits? When you wake up in the morning, you need to have your cigarette. Does it mean it's because you need it? But I understand you're going to tell me, yes, the body needs it. But that's it. So the tool I was telling you about that you need to download, it's free. I took it from the website of Quebec Sans Tabac, meaning it's like Quebec without smoking, without nicotine, whatever. So what it does, when you take this tool, it's going to help you know yourself better. What are your habits? What are your trophy moments? What triggers you to take a cigarette? Is it because you're stressed, for example? Let's say it's like when you go on a trip, and before going on that trip, You do your homeworks. You're gonna know what's going on in that country, what do you need to know or don't do, etc., etc. So when you go on your trip or venture, you're ready. Same thing applies for your addiction to a cigarette or smoking. So you need to be aware. So given that if you do that, so it's going to help you for the hypnosis part. For example, when I see clients in my office, let's say on the first half of the session, we do a tool like, for example, the one I was telling you about just now. It's to understand what is your motivation, what are the triggers, and what would you want out of it. For example, you want to be healthy. So all these imagery, the visualization that you're doing, that's what we're going to take on the second part, meaning on the same session, on the other part of the session, and we're going to bring in hypnosis. So what we're going to do for the hypnosis part, we're going to integrate those changes to make sure that, they're integrated in your mind. We're going to change those habits. So for example, we might make you feel that, it's not good anymore. It's not tasteful. It's going to taste bad, for example. So all of these strategies, there's more. So you just have to go and see my blog. The link is below. So you're going to know all of those aspects that can help you by knowing yourself more. So if you see yourself being healthy, that image of yourself, we're going to integrate it in and reinforce it with the hypnosis part. So what I would like you to remember, that you have to understand what is addiction and how it does apply for you. So you're going to know more about your motivations, what you would like to become, and what triggers you. All of that, and then hypnosis will anchor all those new and positive images of yourself and changes, positive changes that you want to have. And finally, I would say there's more information on my vlog. The link is below. And do not hesitate, if you have questions, to send them to me. I'll be more than happy to answer you back. So thank you for staying and watching. See you next time.